Hello everyone, Zhatt here with the second half of October's Tycoon news, Space Edition! In this video we'll be observing Spacebase DF-9, the Spatials, as well as a couple non-space themed games. Playing the role of commander of an alien invasion force, Isomer tasks you with setting up a mining colony on a distant planet. Your dropship holds a complement of minions who can mine for resources, build fortifications, and blast away any unwitting locals who venture too close. Inspired by classic turn-based games from the 90s such as XCOM, the game is an open-ended sandbox, with each landing site being procedurally generated, leading to a variety of different worlds to conquer. The game is currently in alpha and available on Steam and Desura. Spacebase DF-9 will be ending production this month after being available on Steam Early Access for just over a year. The title will advance directly from Alpha 7 to version 1.0. Many backers are understandably upset due to features which were potentially coming to the game will no longer be developed. In lieu of these features, the developer Double Fine promises to release the game's full Lua source code, which will allow the community to create their own additional content. Double Fine borrowed $400,000 from financer Indie Fund to start production of the game, and within 2 weeks of launching early access, the loan was fully repaid. Even with the strong start, Tim Schafer announced that there simply isn't enough regular income to continue covering the wages of the 5-man development team. While the team still stands behind the game, they admit that they fell short in maintaining communication with the backers. In the game Starship Corporation, players will build ships, staff them with crew, and then command them through a series of missions to test the crew's reaction to emergencies in combat. The success of these missions determines the ship rating, which will set the price for when you sell them on the open market. Building within the boundaries of existing spaceship fuselages and planetary installations with multiple decks, the player will choose from at least 50 types of rooms. You can pre-order the game via the official website, but only if you pay with Bitcoin. The Spatials is set in the year 5781, and you have been chosen to construct a space station which will welcome hundreds of visitors from around the galaxy. Cater to their needs while also ensuring your staff feel at home. More than 100 planets are randomly generated with surfaces that you can explore to find natural resources and items. The game is still in development and has been recently greenlit on Steam. Astrobase Command is a game in early development inspired by classic sci-fi films such as Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica. The game is an open-ended sandbox with a focus on stories generated by the characters living aboard the Astrobase. The developers promise a dynamic crew with hundreds of unique traits and a deep personalized skill system. Coming back to something more down to earth, the game Big Pharma places you as the head of your own pharmaceutical conglomerate. As the producer of life-saving drugs, you must find the balance between being completely altruistic and finding remedies that are more profitable. The uncomfortable truth is illness is good for business. The game will have you competing with other companies, conducting research on new chemicals with randomly generated properties, and setting up production lines in a puzzle-like fashion. A much-needed update to A-Train 9 has been released, but Art Inc. has decided to launch it as its own title and not as an add-on to the original game. While A-Train 9 version 3.0 Premium Edition has a range of new features, many argue it's not worth the price of a new title. Some of the features included in the Steam version are dozens of new buildings, a new way to configure track switches, and a 1-to-1 mode where maps are more realistically scaled. The Japanese version of the game includes many new types of trains, but due to licensing issues, they are not included in the English release. The redistributor Degaisa hopes to add more train types to the game over time at no charge, and are negotiating with rail companies around the world for the rights to use their train's likeness in the game. If you previously bought the original game on Steam, you should have already received a 50% off coupon for this newest version, but note that this coupon can expire. As usual, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tycoon News. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel to catch all future editions. The random Twitter shoutout this time goes to Tommy12Legat. You can also follow me on Twitter at Zhatt if you want more frequent Tycoon tidbits. Thanks for watching and take care.